feelings of loneliness and isolation and feeling like an outsider. Those feelings don't rule us. Folks, can I just tell you something? Can I just tell you something? You know, how we show up for anything, whether it's Thanksgiving dinner or going to the mall to shop on Black Friday or curling up with our computer to shop on Cyber Monday, how we show up for anything is how we show up for everything. So today our topic is seeding and harvesting. So what do we mean by seeding and harvesting? Well, seeding and harvesting means a lot of different things, but today I want to focus on this one. What we sow, we will reap. What we sow, we will reap. Now, most of us have heard something like this, right? We reap what we sow. What we sow, we will reap. So what's my point? It's really very simple. Be careful. Be careful about what you sow. Because whatever seeds we sow, whatever seeds we plant, whatever seeds we cast into the wind, we will reap the harvest. I'll share more about seeding and harvesting in just a few moments. Right now, I want to take just a moment to welcome you. If you're just joining us, I'm your host, Dr. Gloria Burgess, and this is Legacy Living, Make Your Life Count. I'd like to extend a special welcome to those of you who are joining Talk Network Radio for the very first time. You're in for a very special treat. I'm excited to have you listening in today, and I'm deeply honored that you've allowed me to be part of your day so you can be inspired by the ideas and resources to make your life count. Today's program is all about seeding and harvesting. And what a perfect topic for today. Where I live in the Pacific Northwest, way up north, in the northwest corner, the farthest most corner of the United States, our days are getting much, much shorter, and the nights are getting much, much longer. So we have fewer hours of sunlight and many more hours of darkness. Gardeners who want anything to come to fruition, to come to harvest, this time of the year must be very intentional about planting seeds at just the right time so that they will germinate and grow. Now, just a few moments ago, I mentioned my family. I learned so much in my family. In fact, my family was a place of seeding and harvesting. In my family, my parents taught me and my sisters to be grateful for the presence, just the simple presence of family. In fact, we thought of family members as a present, as a gift. Now, don't get me wrong, we certainly had our differences. What family doesn't? But when we gather together as a family, we set our differences aside. My family had amazing and abundant spiritual wealth. We didn't have much money, but we had a whole lot of honey for one another. So when we gathered around the table at Thanksgiving or Christmas, when we rejoiced in one another. We rejoiced by counting our blessings, and we rejoiced in God, the great provider of all of our blessings. Now, just like most things in life, it's important to understand what seeding and harvesting is all about. So let's take a look at that. It's important to understand what it is and why it's so significant, especially in our fast-paced, I'm going to call it a gotta-have-it-now culture. Today we are used to immediate. We're used to instant. We have to have everything immediately, don't we? We have to have everything just like that in an instant. We have instant coffee, instant tea, instant soup, instant meals, food. You can even pre-order your instant food, your fast food, so it's hot, ready, and waiting, and paid for, so you can make an instant getaway. We have same-day delivery, so you no longer have to wait for standard shipping. We have instant communication, so what you say to a friend or any audience, for that matter, can be streamed live. Everybody has something that they desire. A dream, a project, a goal. Everybody has something they want. I mean, we all do. And we all want it, what? Instantly. We want it overnight. What do you want? Do you want a new job? A new career? Better health? More money? More friends? Maybe you want fewer friends. Maybe you want to change some of the friends that you have. The people that you spend valuable time with. Maybe you want a better relationship with your husband or with your boyfriend or girlfriend. Maybe you want a better relationship with your wife or your parents or your sister or your brother. Maybe you haven't seen a friend in a long, long time and you want to reach out to them. Maybe you want a new car or a new apartment. Perhaps, like me, your kids are all grown up and you want to move into a smaller house. Or maybe you have several small children and you simply want peace of mind. You want a few hours a day that you can call your own. A few hours a week where you can have an adult conversation, right? What I'm sharing with you today about seeding and harvesting will help you. It will help you understand how to get what you want in your life. Like I said, we all want something. We all have a desire, a dream, a goal, a project, something that we want. So understanding seeding and harvesting will help you understand how to get whatever you happen to want in your life, whatever it is. It will help you get from point A to point B. In other words, it will help you get from where you are now to where you want to be. It will help you get from here to there. Seeding and harvesting. Seeding and harvesting. In other words, you reap what you sow. You get out whatever you put in. You invest so you can earn. You study so you can learn. You manifest the fruits of your labors. You plant trees today so you'll have shade tomorrow. However you say it, however you express it, this is what we call seeding and harvesting. Did you know that today is the mother of tomorrow? That's right. Today is the mother of tomorrow. What we think about today will give birth to tomorrow. What we think about today will give birth to next week or next month or next year. Another way of saying this is you are what you eat. How we live today shapes our tomorrow. And how we live our life is called personal leadership. Now, if you've been listening to this show, or if you've heard me speak before, if you've read any of my books or taken any of my courses, you've heard me say this before. Personal leadership is all about the choices and decisions you make about your life. Personal leadership is all about the choices, the actions, the behaviors, the decisions you make about your life. That saying that I just mentioned, you are what you eat, not only applies to your physical health, it also applies to your choices and decisions. So choose and decide wisely. Because you are the sum total of what you consume. You are the sum total of what you consume and the people you spend time with, the people you interact with, the people you hang out with. So be mindful, be thoughtful, be choiceful about who and what you listen to, about the books and magazines you read, about what you watch on TV and in the movies and on the internet. Be mindful, be thoughtful, be choiceful about the photographs and images you have in your home and office, or maybe even on your desktop or mobile phone. Be mindful and thoughtful and choiceful about what you post on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, about what and who you allow to post on your wall. Be thoughtful and mindful and choiceful about who you spend time with in your personal and your professional life. Who you are in your daily life informs and shapes who you are as a leader more than any other single factor. Why? Because how you live is how you lead. How you live is actually how you do everything. Lead, parent, be a friend, work, be a community servant, how you interact with others, everything. Now, who you are is comprised of your values, your attitudes, and beliefs. Did you know that your values, attitudes, and beliefs shape your character? And your character drives your choices, affecting who and what you allow into your field of attention. I'm going to say that again because this is really important. Your values, attitudes, and beliefs also shape how you lead, not to mention who will follow you or who will want to reach out to you or to collaborate with you. Your values, attitudes, and beliefs shape your character. Your character drives your choices, affecting who and what you allow into your field of attention. This is seeding and harvesting, folks. Seeding and harvesting. What we sow is what we reap. Author Annie Dillard reminds us that how we spend our days is, of course, how we spend our lives. How we spend our days is how we spend our lives. My friend and mentor John Maxwell says it this way: today matters. You got that? If not, I'll say it again. Grab something to write with and be sure to write this down. Today matters. 2 words. 2 very simple words. Today matters. Now, those 2 simple words are powerful words. They're mighty words. And I love those 2 words, today matters, because when you think about it, that's really what legacy living is all about. It's about living with purpose and intention today so that you have authority over tomorrow. If you want something to happen in your life, you must give something today. You must sow and plant seeds today. If you want to go to college, if you want to build a business, if you want to have better health, better finances, better relationships, if you want to have children who grow up to be caring, compassionate, responsible citizens, you have to pour into them today. You have to sow into them today so that you can reap that harvest tomorrow. To have what we want tomorrow, we must be purposeful and intentional about sowing the seeds today so that we can reap the harvest of our efforts tomorrow. What we sow, we reap. Living with purpose and intention today assures us that we will have authority and dominion over tomorrow. What we are today is the result of who we have been spending